Guys, this podcast is the best thing that ever happened to me. Oh, no.
But you, okay, so I think the conclusion is specifically hiccup and fart. You can do it at the same time and you will not die. In fact, he said, it's how most of your...
My shit start.
Good.
Matava was like, good. Guys, Matava is our video guy. I don't think he's a video guy. He's like a video manager.
He's like a video manager, producer,
/
editor.
alles.
And he also just happens to be, in certain instances, a third member of the
Exactly.
presenters.
Yes, we ask him a few questions.
Not by choice. He didn't have a choice. It just happened. He's there now. You are the one.
Oh goodness! Welcome to the 3rd episode. Ek dink ons gaan ophotel as ons so by 10 kom. Yeah, because then we're like we're in it.
It's
Yeah.
a new episode. Something like that.
Sorry, like my brother-in-law, I break my like. Just check his facial expression. Like it is. It's live.
The funny thing about that is my wife always
Yeah.
tells me like, well, not the only person, but like, you know, predominantly, and my family. You got a very animated face.
You do.
So that could mean one or two things. It could be cool because you could bring joy to certain human beings. Or another person tells you like, you kind of have this Mr. Bean thing going on. And like, it's cool, but you're weird. I'm like,
But that means you can't hide feelings. Like you.
no! And that's
Yeah.
what makes me such a good candidate for an honest human being. Because I don't try to lie, because I suck at it. No, I really do. From a young age, I realized like, okay, you've got strengths and weaknesses. One of your weaknesses is don't like lying. Just don't lie. Just
Can I
let it
be
go,
honest
bro.
with you? There's some stuff that I filter to not tell you because I know that you cannot lie.
Fair enough, and I respect it, and
Yeah.
thank you for doing that for me, you know? It's not just about you, it's about me too. Like, why would you put me in that position, you know? To be the someone who told other people, and I'm like, shit, god damn it, man. Or be like, or if someone asks me, and someone asks me, and I'm like, hey, did you see that unicorn? What? Look at that! Like, you know, it's not gonna work. There's things that you shouldn't do. That's one of them.
Welcome to Kowachawi. I love Brady. My name is Taviso Kambule, and right opposite me is Brady Fortuin. Starting the show, we love to go back into what we did the last time, and for me, this moment was definitely a moment that I feel that we should I don't know, like go back to and just see if we can't get this moment here.
It's quite a moment.
So, okay, the moment is. What Brady said in the end.
Come on, it's normal. What did I say? That was so weird. It was normal. Oh man, I looked at myself afterwards. I'm like,
But
what are you doing?
One thing that I also then have to literally ask is that what you is.
Whoa.
Is that what you do in the bedroom?
Remember I said... Whoa, hang on. Whoa.
Okay. All right.
I'm not trying to evade. I'm actually
okay.
going to try and address this the best I can.
Yes.
Also considering what might happen to me when I get home. Right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's try and deal with this. Okay, so in the previous episode, I was talking about, you know, there was BDSM stuff, and I said everyone has some form or another by doing it, right? Even if you're not maybe spanking and whatever. Even the most super religious kloosterkoeke are spanking up in this mall, you know? So I think even if you were in the kitchen and if old people, papa geef aan mama, mama, vanavond gaan ons gooi. You understand? So choking is let me say this. if there were choking involved, it would be through the, not just the, how can I say, the permission that I got from my wife,
Okay.
but also the preference of that.
I hear you. I definitely hear you.
So
Want ons
if I have
is verskillend.
choked in my marriage,
Yes.
it's because she said so.
Okay.
It's nothing to do with me, okay?
Now I'm trying to think about it in Setswana. What would you say in Setswana?
I also do feel like a smack might come your way at the same time. It's like, we don't know. She might not.
No,
Could be, could not.
No, it's literally, I don't
Attack,
think.
man.
Yeah.
Attack. Like I'm done.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, cool. This is the clip that we are talking about.
That's mense wat seks talk in Afrikaans. And I'm not sure what that sounds like.
Ga jy dit probeer vir ons? Probeer dit.
Wurg my nou. Spyker my. Okay, that's maybe too far. I'm not sure. Vat my.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Gryp my hare. Wie is jou papa? Wie is jou mama? I know, right? Like, how can we? And I'm Afrikaans. Ek is Afrikaans, my bro.
Oh,
And I don't know how, like, while I'm there, like, hoe gaan ek? I'm like, immediately, I'm like, baby, soek him. I can't. My vrou sal my wegjag, my bro. You're like, stop. We're done.
Okay,
We're done now.
cool. All right, cool. Yeah, daar was die oomblik. Next up. So we've actually decided that we're gonna actually start tagging what we're doing, what the next stuff that we're doing, right? So you're gonna choose a song right now, en ons het gesê luister gou na die number, which is quite nice.
Ko luister gewoon na die number.
Yeah.
Ko hoor gou hier. Ko dans gou hier.
Exactly that.
Like, we're just gonna keep like spinning random things out here at in the program, and whoever wants to get involved, please get involved. We like that.
I
We
love
like
that,
the fact
yeah.
that people are giving like, like some of the comments on YouTube. It's cool. It's cool that
Very
people are getting
cool.
involved.
Yes.
I like that. I don't know. This is very off topic, but like people have strange names on like
Oh yes, I also like who's that? There was a chip. Was
C Chip.
Yeah, C chip.
But not
C
the
chip.
the other one is the one that got me was Whedon of Garden.
I saw that.
I mean,
I saw
no disrespect.
No, yeah, not
Original,
judging, not
cool.
judging, not.
Like, I get it. Like, I guess there was probably weed in the Garden of Eden. I guess, hey, it's your vibe. You do you, boo.
Family, this is the song Brady chose, and yeah, we have to like put on the headphones to actually be able to listen to this. So we're gonna do that. Kom ons gaan gou hier. Come on, man.
Take me back. If you want me
Yes. What?
Sorry, I'm not the singer. So
You're like
give
in
my
the-
voice.
yeah,
My wife
no,
is.
You
But-
in the. What does the song remind you of? Oh no.
No. For me, it was. I guess why it came up. There was a couple of things, but why this came up was me because it was an interesting time. I think I was in grade 11.
Okay.
I was in high school around that year, but obviously becoming to an age where I was a senior and all that. I was I think I was going through a rebellious phase or something in my life because I was like, that time I think I just watched a movie or something of Martin Luther King, and I got it in my head that I believe like I have a dream that I want to be free one day, and in my mind I thought my parents were my oppressors, and like if I want to go party, that's my dream. I deserve it. It's my right to go out.
If you want me to stay.
Yes. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was kind of my vibe. And then also, I remember it was also in a time, now my parents going to know. I was bunking quite a bit.
At school.
During that
Yeah,
time.
that was a thing.
No,
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay.
No,
Let's-
I never bunked though.
let's talk about school right now.
Okay.
Yeah, but I meant bunked from home. So that time was before there was this built on, how my folks' house looked,
Yes,
right? In
yes,
the Bolton
yes,
area.
yes.
You remember before the Bolton area. So there where you find the that bright area, running out
Yeah.
there. So none of that was there. It was just the inside, where was the TV room, and it was just basically open there. If you open that door, you're outside. So what would happen is, I would go dressed, and then I would go get fully kitted, and then I would go watch TV, and I'll pull the blankets over me and just like watch, like I'm tired. And then my mom would come and say, good night. She's like, I'm super tired. I'm probably going to fall asleep here and then go to bed. Then I wait, because I know the time's more or less, and I wait, and I can look right down this long passage, and then I check when the lights go off.
Yep.
It's my turn. Excalibur, your time has arrived.
Brady, I cannot believe. Oh, wow. What a memory, though.
Yeah, that's cool memory.
Have you ever thought that this is what our kids are going to do to us?
First of all, I don't hope that they hear this per se, but you know what? I think this is what I feel, though.
Yeah.
I feel because, look, in some way or another, I'm a parent. My parents are parents. They were great parents, but they messed their kids up in some way or another. And then we found our way still always back to each other because there's always love. Same thing's going to happen with us. We love our kids. We're going to mess up somewhere, and we're going to maybe mess them up somewhere. We try to do our best. We try and rectify it. We'll come back again. And so on goes. But I do believe, though, every generation that continues, I can only expect our children to be better off than the generation.
Come on.
before,
Yeah.
Right? That's parenting. That's life. That's the best you can wish for. So,
Man, because I actually sat in a therapy session yesterday, and I was talking about my children as well. And it's like you said, like parenting is so hard. Oh.
yeah, man.
Parenting is so hard. But the amazing thing is, I know this, I have this with both of my boys, is that ons kan nou stry, deep stry. But then like in 5 minutes, then we're fine again, you know?
We're fine again.
Life goes on.
Life goes on. Moves
Yeah.
on. I think that is pretty cool, and it's important to have that in the house, not to brew and things fester and continues. My skoonpa glo vir al en hy is soos 'n en hy kan nou enigiets sê whatever, en dan kan jy dalk nou kwaad wees of wat ook al, maar dan kom hy uit van hy vertrekke waar hy nog net was na 15 minute en dan sit hy nog met 'n dik bek en like, wat fout? Maak jy mond reg, ons moet nou klaar beklei, dit is fyn. My bro, daai man. Then again,
Wow, you're still dealing with stuff, but yes, like, yeah, you know.
No, my papa, like my
Yes,
my other dad, he again, his philosophy is he believes that conflict is good, so things should maybe continue rising and get to a point where there's a boiling point and then it bombs, and then once you are confronted with the conflict, it helps and forces you to deal with the things that are unsaid. I think there's
Both are
relevance to
good.
both.
Yeah, both are good.
That's why
You're
in every
right.
household you find a new way that works for you and you go with it. But yes, parenting's not easy.
No.
Whoever tells you different.
No.
There was even this thing like, I remember one time, me and my wife, we were with Layla, and she was just going crazy. And we like, they said have kids. They said it would be a great idea. And I remember we were somewhere in public, like, we were sitting and everyone looked like, what? They did say so. I don't feel that was the best idea right now. I will feel later again like that.
Oh man, I have to say, look, you know how people might look at you all funny when your child is throwing a tantrum in the store, or whatever the case may be. No, dink ek vir myself, het julle nie kinders nie.
My bro.
Hoekom judge julle? And that's why there was a point that came in my life. And I know I had a huge fight with my sister before I got my own children.
Right.
About her child and how she's bringing up her child. I literally had to go back to my sister and say,
Yes.
I'm sorry, man.
We're always
I'm
judging
sorry, yes.
when we don't have them. Like, I know how to fix all your problems. You don't know shit. You don't know nothing. Okay? Like, go be a parent for minimum of 18 years. Then you come and speak to me.
Man, this song actually I just have good club memories of this song. Ek was in MEF gewees, ek was in Mafikeng gewees. Mafikeng is where I'm from. And there was just like this one club, it was called Red Ox. So we'd all go there in I can remember with the guy Johnny, the guy with a car that had sound, he'd take us there, man, and pompi song any car. Boom, chicka, boom, 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 boom.
Oh, Johnny!
Oh, yes.
That's not Rajesh or the Abrams guy. Whoever.
It's the Johnny.
Right,
and then the song would be booming, man. And then, with Kaira Dredox, I know it brings back memories of playing pool. Like you'd be checking for girls, playing pool, drinking Black Label. Oh, man. Not that I'm saying Black Label is a good beer, actually.
Yeah,
it's a very good beer.
It is. I think especially like when you're younger, it's one of the things that are there. It's just I think when you get a bit older,
then you're like,
then you move from Zamalek. Exactly. Nothing wrong with Zamalek. It's happening. It's happening. You know what I'm saying? I have great days with the big three.
Yes.
Black Label, Castle, Hansa. Man.
Zamalek. Oh.
I feel you have to, through your becoming of man, you have to move through those phases before you can move on.
Yes. Bra, gepraat van phases. Load shedding. Load shedding is a thing, eh? Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, phases, and all.
I feel like we should have a moment of silence.
Can I share something?
I want to say let's put off the lights. Let's not,
So the last time we were shooting Kowachawi, and the lights kept on going off in the studio, right? And,
yes.
And my team says, Mataba says no, it's the motion sensor. I'm like, it can't be the motion sensor because we move the whole time.
That is true.
So dan gaan die ligte af. Of course, these stuff.
But you don't know what you're talking about, okay?
Motion, guys. I built this studio.
I was young when they made it, okay? But yes, essentially, I mean, let's say one of the two, okay? So let's say if it was Eskom, I mean, like, just imagine they sitting and we're like, yeah.
Gone.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened. But I think I wanna touch on the story that, guys, it's like we get to stage 6 and it's blackout. And you have production to do, and you have you have work, jy het goed in die yskas. What do you do? How do you deal? Kyk, kom ek sê jy kan nie eers 'n UPS bekostig nie.
Yeah.
How do you go on? But then again, I'm thinking, I come from a village, like I didn't have power for the longest of time in my life.
And now we have kids that want to have heart attacks because
when there's
Wi-Fi is not there. Oh my God. I'm gonna call Child Protective Services. I'm like, I will beat you. Shut your mouth. Go back to the room. Go get some needed rest in the dark. But essentially, but on the food thing, eh?
I love it.
That's interesting. So I want to know, what does your knowledge carry on this thing? Because ek het gedoog 'n mens kan vir Eskom bel en sê, hoorie so dit gebeur en dat was op 'n tyd, maar die was like lank terug. Die was nou maybe in 2018, 19 rond. Maar hulle het gesê Eskom kan jou ook reimburse vir die kos of wat ook al jy verloor het of iets, right? Maar iemand het dit onlangs gedoen en hulle het probeer op en hulle het die video gewys op TikTok of op Instagram of iets soos dit. En die vrou het gesê like, ma'am, I'm sorry, you have the wrong idea. We don't do this and stuff. So that, myth or
I would have wished that could happen, because I think, man, it just, for me, it gets bad, and I'm trying to come out of a point, especially with this load shedding, of not being spoiled. Look, like I said, for the longest of time, I went without power. I know how to do it, but now you get to a point, Jason, there's stuff to do.
Yeah, man.
And everything relies actually on power. Production relies on power. Like here now, we rely on power. We can't do this without having electricity.
Nope.
What do you do then? Ek gooi my toy so bietjie uit die toy. Like just a little bit. Like
take out your, what is the phone that came out just after the 3310? I think it had cameras, right? Like a 2 megapixel or something.
Oh no.
Just find the moonlight where it's really powerful. And just do some stuff. might be fun
Oh,
or not.
man.
But yes, like, you know, so how do we go about, and
Yeah,
have
how
to
do
be
you-
honest, we love in this world now, we don't love in that world. I understand when you go, if you do come from a village, there's nothing wrong with coming from a village. Village is an awesome place. If you can go back there, and if you don't need all those things, then shop.
Yeah.
That is the normalcy that is being
Of
created, that what we need, and everything we need to love is right there, so we can go about it. But everything in this side of the world to do revolves around these things. And as
Exactly.
far as I can tell,
Exactly.
based there was this guy Tsepo Khadima and Ted Bloom. They were on the SABC News and stuff, and they were talking, and they said, based on the information that is there right now, based on it was the Eskom CEO or the top managers. There was a press conference, and based on the information that we gave there, and what you can see clearly, is moving from stage 5 to 6 and going forward, it's just a matter of time before there's a blackout. Now, the concern with the blackout is this: it will take minimum of 2 weeks for them to repair that blackout. My question is, once that happened, it's already been identified that our police force will not be able to handle all of the burdens that they need to keep us safe within that 2 weeks. Wait, maybe I shouldn't be talking about this. Now I'm telling everybody, like, go and rob them people. You can
No,
wait.
but that's exactly what I'm thinking. That, you know, because this will actually then dis amper soos 'n ripple effect van nou gaan looting gebeur, nou gaan dit gebeur, nou gaan dit gebeur. So and it's a place that we, I guess, as a country do not want to get to. But I think at that, I don't know, like, give us advice, guys, in the comment box. Like, what do you do during load shedding? As you're in UPS, like, how do you stay to what? Like, it's rather you want to get off the grid and not literally on the grid.
That is another thing. I think a lot of people, they've actually, apparently there's some kind of statistics that you can check of the reliance of the city and people, and apparently in the past 2-3 years or maybe 5, it has become less and less and less, but the load is still too much, currently still trying to handle. So which means it's indicating people are getting off the grid more and more, and the people we need to service still is, the load is still so much. I mean, like, there's countless of substations and sublets and so on where the pipes are bursting at the seams. I remember, it's boiler tubes, sorry. The boiler tubes are bursting at the seams, at least in 3 different power stations. So now I remember they asked, there was a truck that went to the Hendrina power station. This happened also recently. And they were delivering coal. Luckily, they identified it, you know. Eskom, it was coming from some mine, and then the Eskom plant noticed it and they said, no, we have to take this back. You know what it was? It was a bunch of tons and tons of just rocks, crushed rocks, no coal, nothing. So now, this question then from that came like, okay, so does this mean a lot of this is where this conspiracy things are coming from, like, are we actually trying to sabotage Eskom so that it forcibly comes to privatize or anything like that and whatever? I don't know. I think the more the evidence is pointing towards, we're trying to shy away that there is still incompetence.
A lot of it.
Not just incompetence, but also I feel top management is trying to be run too much by political leaders. You gotta let the technical people do what the technical people do. I understand it is a political issue, but stay in the political arena and support the people that are supposed to do the job, that are supposed to be doing it, right? And I think that is where, I think the political part of it, they can be part of the aanstellings van werken and so on. But you can't just get involved in the day-to-day running and stuff like that, because then things are gonna just turn messy.
It's like
but there's a
go
gross
and get
incompetence that is still happening. So my issue is still, how many times has there maybe coal come from a mine, regardless if someone else trying to sabotage you? You can, once you let it in, you are letting someone else sabotage you, so to say. Because if competence was there, we would have still run smoothly from the moment that coal would have made it in there. Because I was like, you understand?
It brings me back to this point, like what I heard once, and that's what they said was, crime will always be there. You can never stop crime.
For sure.
But you can try and combat it, and it's exactly what you're talking about now, But yeah, I think from one serious thing actually to another. So this may be for a TikTok video, and I chose this one specifically.
Heeltyd wil lag, man. Dit was mos ernstig, man.
I chose this one specifically because I think part of this podcast is ons is twee manne, ons is twee jong paas en ons is baie jong getroud ook. And I think there's some stuff that I feel that, man, julle ouer mense, you could have warned us about, maar dag gelaat we'll address that. We'll address that, but pop on your earphones and then we have a look at this TikTok video. It's amazing.
So are you asking if I was surprised? I don't know. I mean, maybe I was. I mean, look, you can think you know someone just because you've been through shit together. Or because you came up together. But to actually know what's going on in a person's head or in their heart, I mean, you can't know that. You can't. Like with me, I mean, people think that they know me because I made them laugh or because they've been to a show.
Come on.
But they don't know what I did to get here. Or what it takes to stay here. When a person's back is against the wall and they gotta do whatever they can to keep from losing what they got. That's when you get to see who a person is. Or what they're capable of. You know that about someone? Well, then maybe then you can say that you know. But then again, you know that. Maybe you wouldn't want to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some deep stuff, man.
You know what I actually like about this, and it's the fact that you always see Kevin Hart in this funny stuff. But when I saw that, I was like, this guy's talking my language, because I think even driving here, I was telling you that, flip, I'm going through stuff, man. But people will never really know that, hey, man, this guy's going through stuff, because I work for a radio station, Jacaranda FM. I switch the mic on and I'm supposed to be happy. And I'm supposed to serve, and I'm supposed to be on this high the whole time.
Yeah.
And, it's quite amazing that people will then meet you in the street and then they will think you should still be that very same person.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're having an off day.
True that.
Sometimes you're having an off day. And
You're a human being, you understand? You're a human being.
Exactly.
And I mean,
that,
you are probably one of the most nicest and accommodating people I know on this
Thank
planet.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, no, legitimately.
Thank you.
So sometimes even to your own detriment, but yet you will still persevere through that being. So I understand then. So the day someone tells me like, oh, Tubby was like, bullshit, you were an asshole. Whoever you are out there, you were an asshole.
Thank you. But I want to ask you the same though, because one thing that I know about you, Brady, is that you have this gift of really making people laugh. You have this gift of, I know that if I'm going on a downer, man, like I can call you and I will come out of there and I'll be motivated. But you also go through your own things. I mean, you also go through your own downs. And how does that sometimes feel that, you know what, you have to be this person for, let's say, for me, for your family, and for us, and then you still have to go to your corner and deal with, I guess, whatever you're going through?
It's funny. Do you remember the story of, not the story, but what happened to Robin Williams? Is it him?
Yeah. Yeah.
The man that made everyone laugh.
Exactly.
He's got a beautiful heart, so kind and everything. But people didn't know. Those kind of people, a lot of those kind of people struggle with darkness.
Yeah.
Day in and day out.
Yeah.
And to the point where maybe he didn't vocalize it enough, which I think in men in general, it's a problem with us.
Yes.
Because the statistics shows us that men have the highest suicide rates everywhere around the world, just drastically still climbing. And part of it is, I think we have a culture of not being there enough for one another, not talking about stuff, and that is true. I do suffer, not always, but I would say up and down continuously for the last maybe 8 years or so. I suffer from depression or anxiety or both, and things get better, but things get worse.
Exactly.
And I think I love to be there for someone that I love, and even if it isn't someone that I know necessarily,
That is so true.
but if I can,
that is very true.
but if I can be there, and that brings me a certain level of joy. But I've had to learn in the past 3 years or so to be open, honest, and vocalize your own darkness, because I don't want to be a statistic, man.
For sure, man.
I don't want to be.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's a lot of men out there that, we're struggling with this. In fact, I feel if we could address more of mental health,
Yeah.
it might decrease other issues in society also, like gender-based violence. I
So
believe a
true.
lot of these
So
things are
true,
directly
yeah.
related. And I do understand, women, that it's not just your prerogative for speaking up. And I understand that once we are in our little circles and men are making stupid and silly jokes and all that, it is our responsibility also to hit him up. Hey, bro.
How are
But
you?
I do believe, though, all this whole culture around that of violence and crime and abuse, I think open, honest conversations and open honesty about yourself, if we can get there to being at a place of where I'm raw, I'm humble, I'm revealing all of my weakness, and the opposite person can embrace it, and I can be there, I can love on you still. I believe we'll be better for it, not worse off.
Yo,
I don't know,
love
what
that.
do you think?
No, I love that, man. And that's one thing that I literally believe in, and that is therapy. And that's why I literally I've worked it into my life once a month that I go to for therapy, and that is because it's exactly like you say. I feel I definitely struggle. I struggle in depression. I struggle in thoughts. I struggle in day-to-day things. I follow a pastor, Stephen Furtick. And when I absolutely love the guy, how vulnerable he is, and it's exactly what you spoke about now, about sometimes being vulnerable, and that's what I found in you as my brother-in-law, is that you can be absolutely vulnerable with me, and
I talk too much sometimes.
no, but it puts me in a place where I feel that I can then also be, and you know how liberating that is. And I think if more men can get to that space of stop being macho. Yes, we understand we're men and we're supposed to protect and stuff, but I think sometimes, having tears as a guy doesn't mean you're weak. You can actually be the strongest guy in that room, but
Do you
that's
feel
how
your
you
mother
deal.
does not protect you?
That's the thing,
Do we feel women are protectors? I think as a little child, I might have felt more safe in certain situations with my mom than with my dad.
Exactly.
But I think maybe in a violent situation,
Exactly,
I'm like,
it would be
oh,
with that,
daddy, look at this guy. It depends. But that's my point. Is being a protector, a nurturer, comes in all different.
For sure.
And we have masculine energy and feminine energy, and both genders have them both, and we have to adapt to them for whatever the situation calls. But yeah, we as a society, we got some stuff to fix, but we have to talk about it. And
We
gotta
have
be
to
real.
talk about it. You're right.
Yeah.
We have to talk about. Onder andere paar goedjies wat ons ook oor moet praat. Brady, we actually have a winner. Let's say not just a winner, but we have winners.
For the sake of fluency,
Yes.
I do not know if that's a word. Don't judge me. Whatever. I don't care. I'm from South Africa. Check here. Let me just do a
it's
quick.
like we say.
I just wanna boost our friendly friends and our that gives giveaways and stuff for free. I just wanna say we still have some awesome giveaways like designer water Montana. I say
Yeah.
again, designer water Montana. Right. So this water is basically alkaline, it's ionized, which in turn provides great benefits, like it helps your body reduce free radicals and may lower your risk of diseases that can impact detoxification and inflammation. So,
That's great.
to receive a case of this water, please tell us where the store is. I want to say it again, but rewind the video if you want to hear.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, and then we also have an amazing new Planet Fitness. And this Planet Fitness is in Olympus. I say again, the Planet Fitness is in Olympus. And they're giving a free 7-day trial. So if you can tell us where this Planet Fitness is located. I wonder. All right, so to both of these questions, please can you just give it to us in the comment section? Either in the comment section or email us at koorgouhe@gmail.com. All right, then of course, I would like to mention
Yes.
PVM, but in the way that I'm going to mention PVM, we actually have a winner. It is a Sonia Jansen van Vieren. Awesome. All right. She answered. The question was, what is the chocolate brand's name? And she answered PVM, which is correct. All right. So, just to get this to you, we're going to want you to email us so we can get your details. What might be the most effective or best for you and us. But it should take probably no more than 2 weeks to get your bag of PVM chocolates. There's probably about 15 of these in there. Cool. On that note about Sonia, remember we said we're going to ask people to, like, give us topics, let's talk,
Yes,
see what you want to,
yeah,
know what you think. So she said, truth or myth? Kan 'n mens poep en huk op dieselfde tyd?
Oh, goodness gracious. Wag, ek het so 'n bietjie van 'n antwoord. Sit gou net gou jou oorfone op.
Okay.
Just
All right. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Luister gou hier nou. And you won't believe when I tell you that it's a cat.
You know what?
It's a cat.
It only makes sense. Only makes sense. Yeah, cat lovers.
Kyk, 'n poepgrapie is maar altyd 'n lekker grappie, man. Look, we have another video manager, Temba.
What's up?
Guys, this guy, he told me something amazing. I think first of all, he said that because I was asking him and I had some info that I found, but it was kind of at some places contradictory. So I'm like, look, is this possible? Can it happen? And he says, first of all, no, you can't hiccup and fart from the same place because it's two different
Areas of the body.
That's right.
Yes.
So, in your mind, could you just give us a little feedback as to how it might work? Yes, because apparently this man was also a doctor in his previous life. Because the way he explains it is like,
it was deep,
I don't
eh?
think you
It
missed
was
your calling.
deep, yes.
Yeah. Let's hear from the
Yes.
man.
Well, when you hiccup, it comes from the diaphragm.
Right.
But when you fart, it comes from your sphincter.
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 Yes,
Sphincter. Sphincter.
I love that. Sphincter.
Wait.
What's a sphincter?
But
Say it again. Sphincter.
Yes.
People are now going to be Googling that, I bet you.
Oh, I love it. Oh, flip. Guys, this podcast is the best thing that ever happened to me. Oh, no.
But okay, so I think the conclusion is specifically hiccup and fart. You can do it at the same time and you will not die. In fact, he said, it's how most of your...
My shit starts. You gotta give it a bit of a jump start, don't you?
Oh no!
This is my guy. He made my day. I think honestly after that it'll be like next time I'm gonna be like
Oh no! Oh
Um,
no! I'm done.
I'm gonna be like I'm gonna sneeze and be like Hach! Okay, yep, that's me. Gotta go to the bathroom.
Brady, where else is I wanna? Oh, I can't. I
Yeah.
can't. I can't.
All right. Okay, so I think Sonia, the conclusion that we came to, with our magical minds around here,
Oh,
is that
oh,
you
yeah,
can
no. Oh no.
you can do both at the same time because none of the two will infringe on the body parts, so to say, or the bodily functions that is happening inside here. But it'll probably be a bit awkward. All right, and do watch our sneezes. Watch your sneezes, guys. Watch your sneezes. Do not sneeze too hard, because like when we see that little brown line, you know what's up.
Oh, bring
All right,
back.
Sonia. Oh
no.
yeah, and also
Yes.
there was another guy.
Yes.
Jaco Leroux.
Yay!
Lekker meneer Leroux.
JC.
He actually gave us a full-on answer. So he said, Planet Fitness Olympus is in Ajaxstraat, Olympus, Pretoria, Gauteng, South Africa, Wereld.
That's detail.
All we needed
Jakes,
was the
that's detail.
longitude and latitude. But yes, thank you very much, Jaco.
Oh man.
I'm
lekker.
going to ask you also maybe to give us a mail.
Yeah.
Just to koorgooi@gmail.com so that we can just, make contact properly and that we can get hold of you and that we can,
Gooi you the price.
gooi you that prize.
Yeah, man. All right. Almost coming to the end of our show. The part of the community service that we'd love to do is, as we said, we'd love to help. A guy by the name of Vusi reached out to us and he was like, and guys, I have this amazing opportunity for young and upcoming artists and people in entertainment. We give them an opportunity to actually go in and audition, but before they audition, we actually help them to gain whatever it is that they need, whatever experience that they need to audition for ads, to audition for voiceovers, to audition for radio. So he came on board and he was like, and guys, we actually here and we want to help people. So we're going to leave his details as well down on the comment section. So that's where you can get hold of him. And we'll also just basically overlay a voice note as well of how you can get hold of Mr. Vusi. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank
Truly
you.
appreciate it. Truly,
Yeah.
truly appreciate it. All right. Breit, yo, ek voel.
Whenever this guy says my name, I just feel like anxiety. What's up, bud? Let's do this.
Let's do one question. Let's do one question to each other before we end the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's do one question to each other.
I
before-
don't. I don't remember we addressing this in the previous.
Oh no.
podcast.
Oh no. Oh yes.
But I do know somewhere you might have told me, like, when I wasn't in my right mind or anything. But I'm just gonna ask it again. I hope for your
We
sake.
know too much of each other. That's why this is scary, guys. This is scary. Okay.
Dabiso,
Oh.
have you by any chance been in any type of jail?
See now, this guy.
He's not saying no, guys. He's not saying no. Oh, let's hope they don't fire you. Come,
Guys,
spill the
you
beans,
know,
man.
the
Spill the beans.
story, it's such a silly story, man. So you know what happened, right? I was busy studying. It was actually, I studied travel and tourism. I failed 2 modules. So I had to do a 4th year, like a whole year just for 2 modules. Anyway, and I'm studying at home. I'm studying. My cousin comes over, KG. He comes over. He comes over and he's like, dude, let's quickly go drop something at your aunt's place, So that's his mom.
Right.
So we go, we drive, and on our way back, he passes by a bottle store. He gets 2 Savannahs, and he's like, don't you want that? I'm like, no, dude, I'm busy studying, so I can't drink. And he's like, nah, sharp. So now we go. I'm sitting at the back, né?
Yeah.
on our way, he picks up his girlfriend. The girlfriend, of course, sits in front. Sharp. So he's like, and brah, before I go drop you off, I just quickly want to go past times 4. If you're from Pretoria, times 4 was a pumping place at its time.
Where was it
really,
located at this time?
in Sunnyside. In Sunnyside.
Right. All right.
So we go there and we like slowly pass the club times 4 because he's like, he knows there's already a line. He just wants to see if there's like a few friends of his. Like, why did we actually do that? We used to stand
Because
in
you
lines to
like
get in the
things.
club.
That's why you went there, first
Yeah.
of all. Because you like things. But no, I'm not sure about the line, though.
But now we pause there. The next thing we hear, whoop, whoop, yo. So what KG does is he takes the beer and he shoves it here at the back where I am. Because the cops are going to come to him there and see what's
And he's
happening.
driving.
And he's driving. The cops go in. They see that he has nothing there. So the savannah is here on the side by me. So the cops are like, everybody get out of the car. So they start searching the car, and of course, then they found the bottle of Savannah at the back where I was. They're like, public drinking, let's go.
Yo, wait.
Man.
But was the bottle open?
The bottle was open.
Okay, obviously in the
So
bottle is there to find closed.
me being me, ek is nog nie jare gehad of enigiets van haar aard nie. Toe sê ek, nee, kom ek klim in. Klim toe in, and there I go to Sunnyside Police Station, guys.
I've been
I'll
in-
never. Oh man, what did you say?
What's that? Okay, I was there too.
No,
yes,
don't worry,
once.
you're coming because I'm actually just gonna ask you the very same question. So I get there, and you know what was surprising when I got there? 2 of my classmates.
They were there.
in the holding cell.
My jeez. Gents.
So I'm like, what are you guys doing there? They're like, you are the sweetest guy we
Like,
know.
what
How
are you doing here?
Yes, So we start chatting, explain the story, and then we get. I think the baddest part was in the middle of the night, we got transferred to like a real cell. Like there, I told myself that never, Tabs, will you do any corruption, will you steal from anybody, will you do. It cured me from even thinking of crime because it was bad.
I won't lie though, yeah. The
Nah, it
holding
was bad.
cells,
It
they
was
can mess you up,
scary.
right?
It was scary.
Yeah.
It was hectic.
But Tabs
scary.
definitely has got a story. I see him shaking his head there, but okay, we'll get to you now.
It was hectic, scary. And the next day we got taken to court, but literally at court they dealt with like the serious stuff, and then they were like, petty crimes, whatever. Go.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, never again. Never. Like I told myself, never. That's why. Like
You get a record for that.
no.
Yeah,
That's
so
the
for
nice
certain
thing.
things you don't get
That's the-
record.
No.
Similar-
So,
yeah.
man, flip. Yeah, but.
No, I mean like that. You have a different question for me. That's not my question for me. Jackie, I feel what happened to me was unfair. They were trying to prove a point because just at that time, I remember. Imagine, I was at like a youth thing, like a church thing, Nyana, something. This was
Really?
back in like 2008, maybe or something. Anyway, so drive through Joburg. There was something happening or whatever like that, like a young youth.
Yeah.
Whatever. Now we come back. We came back later than expected. So now I'm just driving like a little bit fast, like 165 on the N1. Here close to Olifantsfontein.
Where's the cool ring now?
I see a flash. The flash goes off. I'm like, damn it. I'm like, okay, flash went off. But I know there's not any more flashing cameras on the way. I keep driving. Same, 165. Light. And these guys are fast, eh?
Yeah.
It's like the way they
Yeah.
come behind you,
Yes.
it's like they've just been next to you in this
Yeah.
other line here the whole time. Lights. I'm like, shit. The guy just came to me with like, this camera. And he says, is that you? I'm like, well, I mean, I guess it kind of, but I mean, why? It's like, is this you, sir? I'm like, yeah, it's me. Okay, sir, we are now putting you under arrest. I'm like, wait. I'm like, first, I'm like, let's talk. Let's talk. You don't even understand, bruh. Anyway, so luckily there was friends of mine that were all worth and stuff. So went to. I mean, I was scared. Eh? The guys are rough there, pulling on my belt. Like, what is this? What is this? It's a belt. Belt must go off. Laces off. Everything off. Walking in a line, and I'm thinking. All I'm thinking is in my mind. I'm gonna chill with murderers.
Yeah, but that's
rapers,
exactly
all
it.
this kind of thing.
Yes.
Young on. Yeah, it's coming. Now I think, okay, gangster face on. Horse. How are you? Now I'm just like, I'm sticking it well, but I got in there.
Ek is 'n 26.
Now I'm just like, I'm there. Now I got there. I close my hoodie. I'm just chilling there. Yeah, later on, someone asked me, why are you here? Like next to him, like, nah, I'm not gonna say anything because maybe the other's gonna hear me. Like, hey, did you hear me? I'm like, pass the top. Leave. Now he asks again, hey, why are you here? I'm like, speeding. He's like, what? Speeding. He's like, what? I'm like, speeding. He's like, oh, me too. The whole room. Oh, even me. Everyone in the whole room was there because I'm like, oh Lord. Oh Lord. Everyone's in there because in that time, what happened was, it was the new law that was instated that if you drive more than 40 kilometers over any speed limit, it's an immediate lockable offense. Anyway, I was out by early the next morning and stuff, like whatever. Also appeared at court. To pay like a 5,000 rand fine, but at least luckily it's also, you don't get a record for it.
Yes, yeah.
So at least. But yeah, it was very interesting. There was even another guy from Limpopo, right? For him it seems like he was more than once in there for speeding, because by the time they brought the tea with no milk and like dry brown bread, he's like, come on guys, let's eat and drink. It's part of the experience. Let's do this. I'm like, okay, let's have this experience. I'm like, that guy was just way too excited to be like, yeah, we're having this experience together.
No, okay. I'm not excited though because we have to end the show.
Yeah.
But it's enige laaste woorde.
No, it's not this time. It's not. Gryp my. Burg my.
That nearly happened to our asses in jail, brother.
Schwinter. My Schwinter was working overtime.
Oh gosh, I know. I'm done.
Whoa.
Why is the best always at the end?
But seriously though.
Oh man.
Is that your Schwinter that's making like that? Your popo is just that thing that's like wah.
Exactly what it is.
Okay, Schwinter.
That's the proper.
Oh no.
All right. Good to know.
Thanks guys.
No, but I just wanted to say, I think looking at, by the time this drops, our next.
Yeah. Our next
How's that
episode.
gonna work
Yeah,
exactly?
our next episode. Our next episode, we should actually have a date for it. We should
I think
actually
it's
have a
going to be
date
around
for
about
it.
the 25th,
Yeah, the 25th.
which will be
25th?
Tuesday,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
All right.
25th.
So anyway,
Tuesday at 12 is
Yes.
the premiere. Yeah.
And when that episode drops, we will be discussing some ish about entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot to discuss
cool.
about that.
There is,
Because
yeah.
especially
there
like,
is.
South Africa's moving into a new phase sort of right now. In fact,
Love
the whole
it.
world is moving
Love
into
it.
a new
Love it.
phase, considering.
I mean, we are entrepreneurs.
Yep.
The gentlemen with us in studio, they are entrepreneurs.
That's what's up.
So yeah.
That's right.
Kan nie wag nie.
It's cool.
Kan nie wag
Cool
nie.
topic. Can't wait.
Lekker julle. Go
Ladies
follow us
and
on social
gentlemen,
media.
Please do.
Go work here. Brady was talking about, yeah, we're South Africans here. It's not subscribe, it's subscribe. Subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
And subscribe.
Yes.
And hit that bell button so that you know when a new episode is released. Subscribe.
And
Sharp.
guys, come on, we're just getting better. Like I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
man. Yeah, man. But it's all because of you. So thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you
gentleman
for
over
watching.
here.
Thank you for watching. Brahma
Powerful.
Bratem.
Yes, sir.
Schwinter.
Shrinker. Signing out, yes, Shrinker.
lalela mina English ngikhulumela ukuthi wena ungizwe so asilungisela English inzima and mina ngifuna ukukhuluma English. Subscribe or subscribe kuyafana la kimi.